33-story hotel and condo project.
I'd probably be
Okay,
like
like
that.
stop, tap.
This is a plan by the community for the community.
This one here. Show me.
No problem, Ken. Thanks for having me.
It's Kent Molgat for Kelowna Now. And we're joined by Ron Cannan, the former MP for Kelowna Lake Country, and the guy we all thought was going to run again, but you've decided not to.
Yeah, thank you very much for the opportunity to be here, Kent.
I think people want to know why they're not going to have Ron Cannan run to get his seat back.
Well, it's been an incredible journey, and having the opportunity to be the Kelowna Lake Country voice in Ottawa for almost 10 years was a privilege, and prior to that was 9 years of City Council here in Kelowna. So after almost 20 years of public office, my wife and I, we've had many deep discussions and lots of prayer and thought and reflection, and from a personal perspective, I think it would be selfish to continue to want to run because of my wife was hit by a car on May the 8th, 2014, and she's had serious consequences of that accident and still continues to suffer chronic pain and other issues. And I want to be home for her and be closer to. I've got 3 beautiful daughters and 5 grandchildren, and the commute to Ottawa was definitely, it's a day each way, and I was going back and forth doing that for almost 10 years. I loved it. It was a great commitment, and I'm honored to have that chance and looking forward now to the new chapter of life.
So what might that chapter involve? You mentioned your experience on City Council. Are you open to the possibility maybe of returning to that? That keeps you closer to home, but and lets you be involved politically?
Yeah, in the world of politics, you never say never. But I've been very fortunate. Interior Savings Credit Union, which is the only credit union that has a head office right here in Kelowna, and they approached me about a year and a half ago and created a position called the Business Relationship Manager. So it's been a real fun experience working with the team, the commercial division, helping them grow their commercial business and interacting in the community. I'm representing Interior Savings Credit Union on the Chamber Board. I'm now second term. I've been now Vice President of the Kelowna Chamber, so that's taking a lot of time helping interact with the community in both a social and a business component there. I'm volunteering, developing what's called the Child Advocacy Center in Kelowna, and been involved with a couple other charities and still playing my drums in our church and local communities wherever I can, but if it's on the streets of Kelowna, it'll be with a permit, that's for sure.
So does the party have any strong candidates in mind to carry the Conservative banner into the next federal election next year?
Well, I just made the announcement officially at our Riding Association AGM on Saturday, and it was very emotional. I thought it would be fine. I went through it. I was halfway through my talk, and I just broke down. And it's passionate about helping people in this community, and I know there's others that'll be able to step in. Whoever it is will, I'm sure, do a great job representing the community. We have member of parliament that we would disagree on different issues, but I know that he's also working hard representing his constituents, and come 2019 it'll be an interesting election, that's for sure.
It sure will. And just as it was coming to light for me that you weren't running again, there was a little bit of fallout happening after I interviewed Stephen Fuhrer, and already the Conservative Party is hitting with some ads that feature his image, kind of attacking him directly. I wonder if that's a bit of a harbinger of what is going to shape up to be a pretty tough fight for this seat, with a little bit of negative.
No, I think like Andrew Scheer was was in the studio here last week and in the community, and one of the things I had a chance to spend a few days with him, and specifically he's got a very positive attitude. He's a young guy, late 30s, father of 5 children, family man, and seeing what happened, the negative perspective. I think he wants to stay focused on what we can do is working in a positive way, and there's so much more that I always say take the high road is better, and I think that's something that he's changing the channel in that respect.
So you don't think that it's going to be a really nasty campaign? It'll be more issue-driven?
I hope so. I mean, I'm never one to, whenever you go after a person on a personality basis, you lose an argument. Stay with the facts, and I think they'll speak for themselves.
Right. So do you see yourself being involved at all with the Conservative Party through that process, consulting with the party as we head into election time? Or do you truly take a full step out of that sphere?
Well, I'll help whoever asks me to help. The fact that I believe that I have strong family values. I believe in living within our own means, balanced budgets, and being responsible both economically and environmentally, socially. And the problem with political parties, there's no perfect political party, but there's some fundamental values, and those are ones that I uphold, and from a conservative perspective, and I'd be happy to help the individual. I think it's more important that I don't interfere with the process. Let the people that run, they'll have a nomination process, and the members will sign up and they'll vote to select the candidate they think will best represent them come 2019.
Yeah. Your loss in that last election was such a surprise. I was working for CTV at the time. Leading up to that election, I was saying, don't even bother watching this one. It's such a lock. And so I actually was sent down to Surrey to cover that instead of staying here. And then, Stephen Fuhr wins that. And it was devastating, I think, for you. I could see it. I mean, it was a shock, and it was upsetting. But are you at peace now, taking a step back?
I mean, obviously things happen for a reason. The fact that we had a great team locally, we worked hard, and we know that there was a lot of people that knocking on doors that they said that we're tired of Stephen Harper, but we want to give you another opportunity. And then things change. When you're in a national party, you don't have control of a lot of things. And I think MP Stephen Fuhr is experiencing that now. And he had the ride of Justin Trudeau was going to be the savior of a country. And I like Justin as an individual. I used to have lots of conversations with him back in Ottawa. But I think now that reality is, people are saying, well, if he didn't have his last name, he wouldn't be the Prime Minister, and he wouldn't be where he is.
Sure, that might have helped.
Yeah, definitely. There's style over substance, and you have to be able to deliver. And now there's people that had voted for him at that time, I think, are scratching their head thinking about come 2019, maybe making a different choice on the ballot.
Right. Well, I know a lot of people in this community have come to respect you, and will be really interested to see what you do next. And feel free to come and announce right here what you're planning to do next if you do anything else politically.
Well, thank you for the opportunity, and I'll continue to live and work and call Kelowna home. I'm proud to be a Kelowna resident, and really honored to have the opportunity to serve whatever capacity that might be.
Terrific, Ron. Thank you very much for coming in.
Appreciate it.
And you're watching Kelowna Now.